I'm back to revisit Voodoo 4. YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name's Jason. Here on this channel, I do food and product reviews. Today, I'm back to look at Voodoo 4 one more time because I think I need to change my guess. So I just did a review of this like a week ago, and my initial reaction was I smelled it and was like, it's cotton candy. The smell resembled cotton candy, and I think that influenced my taste, because when I tasted it right away, I was like, I think I was searching for the cotton candy taste, and I was like, yeah, I taste cotton candy. And I took a few more sips, and that kind of cotton candy taste went away, and I was like, well, kind of tasting something else now, but I'm gonna stick with cotton candy because I don't want to change my mind. Well, I had another bottle. I had 2 bottles of it, and a few days later, I gave that to my friend. She was over, and she tried it, and she was like, I'm tasting sour Skittles. I was like, really? Let me try that. Let me take another swig of that, because I don't remember getting sour Skittles from it. And I'm pretty sure it's not sour Skittles because they've already done Skittles. They're not gonna do Skittles again. So then when I tasted it that second time, I was like, that's Sour Patch Kids. That's what I'm tasting. And then she tried it again. She was like, yeah, I think I'm getting Sour Patch Kids. So that's where I've been leaning for the last few days, is at Sour Patch Kids. Then I was at the store and I finally was able to get a 12 pack, so I can get the packaging, and I wanted to get the actual cans to keep, for future videos, next year, Voodoo 4 or 5 and 6 or whatever. So I still have some of these. Upon doing that, looking at this packaging, I was eating breakfast today and I was looking at it, and I know that the packaging has clues in it. At least with the color scheme is clues. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, this color scheme isn't Sour Patch Kids. Like, nothing about these colors screams Sour Patch Kids. I was like, And then as I started looking at it, I started noticing some things. One thing in particular, try to get on a camera where you can see, and I will probably zoom in while I'm editing. Look at this right here. If you can see it, and if you have a case at home, go ahead and take a look at it. That little orange thing in the middle kind of looks like a gummy bear. I know it has like a weird horn on one side, but if you cancel out that extra little horn, kind of looks like a gummy bear. And then as I started looking around the packaging more, I noticed some other things. We have scratch marks on the post here and over here, and they look like bear scratch marks, like the 4. I know bears have 5 claws, but when a bear scratches, it's just mainly the 4. That's what it looks like, is bear scratch marks. I was like, that's it. It's gummy bears, sour gummy bears. But what sour gummy bears are this color? So I started like Googling like sour gummy bears. Okay, so I did find these Trolley Sour Bright Bears. And if you look at the color scheme, it matches this exactly. I was like, that's it. It's those. The problem is, you can't find those. Like when you go onto the Trolley website, it's no longer these. It's not even this color scheme anymore. It's this orange one down here. This is what the bag looks like now, not the blue one. And I went out to several grocery stores today to see if I could even find any Trolley sour bears. Couldn't find them. They didn't have any. It's sour worms and stuff, which those colors kind of match pretty well. So I was like, man, I can't find them. What if they're Haribo gummy bears, right? But again, no, I don't want any of that. The color scheme doesn't match. Like, even when you put in, like, these are the sour ones. Where's the blue? Yes, it has the orange, and I mean, there's no purple. There's no pink, there's red. So even the Haribo ones, I'm like, those are gummy bears, but they don't really match. And those would be the two, it's gotta be a major candy, right? So far they've done, so Voodoo 1, as you can see here, was candy corn. And I've studied, I went and found as many pictures as I could because I don't have the actual cases or anything from Voodoo 1. And I don't see any clues anywhere in this picture that says candy corn other than his color. So the color of the Reaper is the color of candy corn. Now they do release like Twitter and Instagram little videos that give you hints. But as far as the picture, and if you've seen any pictures where you've seen clues that I've missed, let me know in the comments below. I don't see any clues in here that say candy corn. Maybe the crow? I mean, the crows in cornfields, it's kind of a stretch, other than, you know, the way he's dressed. So then Voodoo 2 was Skittles, or fruit explosion candy. Obviously they can't say Skittles because they can't use the actual name of the candy. Again, Skittles colors, you know, red, we got, which is purple, purplish blue, green, there's yellow in there. So it's the color of Skittles. But again, in the imaging, in the pictures, and that's in his robe there, I didn't see anything that kind of says Skittles, gives you any hints other than the colors in there. Voodoo 4, let me find a better picture. Not Voodoo 4, Voodoo 3. Voodoo 3 was a, okay, this person's, yes, we know there's 3s all over the place. Just like there's 4s all over in the packaging. That doesn't really give you any clue. Voodoo 4 was a fruit chew candy. And I know a lot of people have come out and said it's Starburst. No. Anything about those colors scream Starburst to you? Let me show you what it is. Blue raspberry Laffy Taffy is what I was getting. I'm not in the video, but afterwards people were saying that. And I still have a bottle. I haven't opened it. I think I will save this for a later year, if it'll be any good by then. But I can see that. Granted, there is yellow and green, but I don't think it's Starburst. People are saying a blue raspberry taste in it. So again, the colors of his robe represent what it is, what that candy is. So, and again, in all those, I didn't see any other clues in those other than the color of the scheme of his robe. So is that little thing in the pumpkin there have anything to do with it? Do the claw marks have anything to do with it? Maybe they're just the Reaper's scratches, even though they look like bear scratches. So part of me wants to say it's gummy bears, but I can't figure out what brand would have this colors. If you know, leave it in the comments below. So I'm just gonna say it's Trolley. I mean, a Trolley candy, a Trolley sour candy. They make, I mean, look at that. They've got, obviously they have bears, they have crawlers, they have, I think I saw shoes at the store. There's llamas, spiders, spaghetti. They have everything. So I think it's just a sour Trolley candy. I'm gonna go get a couple. I have 2 in the fridge. I have one of these cans, and I also found the 0 sugar one. So we'll try those and see if I change my mind on what flavor I think it is again. So even though I'm going out on a limb, and right now my guess is some sort of Trolley candy, just with these colors and stuff, they did release the first clue, sorta, on their Twitter. So take a look at this Twitter post they did. The Reaper's gonna point to some lady dressed kind of in a weird outfit. I'm thinking she's a clue. If you have, I mean, I don't know. It kind of throws me off because she's wearing a really weird outfit. I'm sure it's pointing towards some sort of candy, but take a look. Okay, let's pause it on her for a minute. Let's go back. is it, part of me when I first saw it was like, that outfit, why is it's triggering something. And I'm still thinking, could it be Gummy Bear? I mean, the Haribo bear is black and yellow. Okay, she has smiley face earrings on. I'm like, well, what does that got to do with it? Well, he is smiling. The only thing I'm saying maybe not is because he has a red bow. So I would think she'd need red somewhere, whether it was a red watch, red shoes. I mean, I think putting a red necklace or something would be too much of a standout. So she's missing that. I don't know. Leave it in the comments below I'm thinking she has to be the clue in this video. She has to have something to do with what this flavor is. I mean, as far as trolley goes, I mean, what does that have to do with trolley candy? So, I'm getting more and more confused. A lot of me says bear. It's something, it's gotta be bear, but then these colors, they don't work with the bear. That's where we're at right now. Let's just try these flavors out again. See if I have any different taste. I do like, now I have the cans. The cans look a lot better than the bottles, which I have not tried the zero yet. We'll see how that is. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting Sour Patch Kids anymore. I know a lot of people are saying Sour Patch Kids. It's like almost every time I try this, it's something different. Obviously, I get you get that Mountain Dew citrus taste. That's the problem, is that's kind of standing out. So it's kind of masking the flavor. Let's see if we get anything different over here. Maybe the zero will give me a better clue. Wow, if you haven't tried the zero versus that, it's almost like a completely different flavor. Like the aftertaste on this, I'm almost getting hints of blue raspberry, which there is some blue. This is really citric acid, citric grapefruit flavoring forward. I get some sourness on the end. Completely different than this over here. I'm liking this a lot better. The question I have now is it even sour? I mean, I get that a lot of drinks that are sour and tasting aren't super sour. I drink Ghost energy drinks, like the Warheads one, and they have Sour Patch Kids. I mean, if I'm gonna see if this is Sour Patch, like a lot of people are, move it back because it's focusing. Because a lot of people are thinking this is Sour Patch Kids in here. Since this has a Sour Patch Kids taste, I want to compare this. Obviously, I know it's not going to have the citric acid taste to it, but if we can pick up the differences in Sour Patch, if the flavor is even there. Because this, if you haven't had these, if you like energy drinks, obviously if you don't like energy drinks, then I'd say just skip this. If you like energy drinks, if you haven't tried the Ghost, I get it. The thing I don't like about them is 200 milligrams of caffeine. They don't need to be that high. Keep it in the 140 range, it'd be awesome. This one's pretty good. I like the red Sour Patch Kids one they have. The bubblegum one's really good, and the Warheads. Like this, when you drink this, this is sour. This has malic acid in it. This is really sour. These, no. That's why when I drink this, I'm like, is this really a sour candy in here? Because it's not really sour at all. Just, I don't know. I think I'm now more confused, but I have to base my guess on the colors, and those colors. Some sort of trolley candy, that's the only thing I can think of, unless you can think of some other candy that incorporates these colors. Mainly, I'd say in sort of like the packaging, I would think. And it's gotta be some sort of mainstream. That's why I'm not thinking the trolley gummy bears, because those, they change the color of the packaging on it, and they're so hard to find. I don't think it's that. I just think it's, I think they're gonna probably say a sour gummy candy is what they're gonna come out with. But we'll see. We'll see, like that Twitter post. What is that girl with the black and yellow? If you have any idea, throw it in the comments below. Try yourself a Ghost Energy. Whew. That's some good stuff. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I will probably be back with another one when they release the next clue and try them again and see if I'm on the right track or if I'm completely wrong. What do you think of this? Have you studied these? Maybe you've looked at some of the others. Maybe I've missed some of the clues in the other pack. Like I said, I'm just looking at pictures I found online that maybe there are more clues in the packaging that I didn't see in the older ones. If there are, again, leave it down in the comments below. Check it out for yourself and flip it upside down too. Don't just look at it one way, because like I said, it looks like a gummy bear that way, right? But when you flip it upside down, where is he? He's over here, right? Let me get it so you can see him a little better. When you look at him that way, he almost looks like a Sour Patch Kid with like his feet bit off. And then, does that not look like bear claws coming out of the mouth? I don't know if I'm just seeing things and just making things appear out of the images they have on here, or maybe they are actual clues. I don't know, but if it's a bear, what gummy bears have these colors? I'll see you next time. Okay, so let me just make sure everything's running, because I just shut this video off and walked away and was gonna be done. And I'm texting my friend and they're like, because I've been telling them about this, what's going on. They're like, so trolley doesn't make bears? I'm like, yes, they do, or they did. They do. They're hard to find, but, and I'm like, and I sent them a picture. Like, I sent them a picture of this. I'm like, well, this is the old packaging. Like, I don't even know where this picture came from, even though it says new. Like, that's not what the packaging is anymore. And I'm looking at just the voodoo guy. I'm like, it's got the blue, it's got the purple, you know, it's got all the colors. And then I sent him another picture. I'm like, but that's not what that's not how they are anymore. Like when you go to the trolley website, it's these ones. And then as I'm looking at them, like, you know, the orange, I'm like, wait a minute. Because I'm looking at my can out there. I'm like, my can is mostly orange. Wait, the whole pack, how am I not, why did I not see this? I was focusing mostly on the blue, and that's what was in the other one. There's a lot of orange in this. There's a lot of orange in that. Yeah, it says green in, there's no green. We're missing that. I don't know. Is it that? What do you think? I mean, there's the orange. We have orange bears. We have red bears. We have the pinkish bears, which we have here. We have blue. You know, maybe they just didn't want to use every color. I'm trying to think, you know, with the Skittles one, did they use the color of every Skittle they have out there, or they just use part of them? I mean, there is the white from the trolley there. We have the black. We have everything except like these greens, right? We don't have green in here. And we don't have red. I guess you do. You have red on the Mountain Dew. Or missing the green. I don't know. Now that would make more sense with what's down there. That is like a little gummy bear. And then the claw marks. Okay, if I have to make a guess then, now that I see that, I wish maybe I'll have to order them for the next video. And we'll see. But what did she have to do, you know? The Twitter post is what's kind of throwing me off now. But now that I see that and this, that's my best guess. Trolley, sour bears, that's where I'm shooting at right now. That's what I think this flavor, based on the packaging, is going at. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you next time.